Once protected by the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals program, Akiko now feels exposed. She arrived in America from the Philippines at age 10 and studied to be a nurse.
Deportation's always a fear, but there's also the fear of not being able to pay for your rent or pay for your food.
The Trump administration says ending DACA allows Congress to replace a legally suspect executive order with something far more durable, a federal law.
I have a love for these people, and hopefully now Congress will be able to help them and do it properly.
Reaction came swiftly on Capitol Hill.
The clock is ticking. We are now in a countdown toward deportation for 780,000 protected by DACA today. We need to pass in this month of September a DREAM Act, a permanent law in this country that says that these young people will have their chance to become part of America's future.
70% of Americans at least want to give these kids a second chance and a good life in our country. You should want them to stay. They're great kids. They're working. They're productive.
Durbin and Graham are backing the DREAM Act, which would allow DACA beneficiaries who meet work or educational requirements to remain in the United States and eventually apply for citizenship. Democrats are demanding prompt votes.
We're ready to pass it. I am confident that if put on the floor, it will garner overwhelming support from both sides of the aisle.
But powerful Republicans say they will only consider the DREAM Act if U.S. border security is strengthened.
And the larger problem is that we do not have control of our borders. We want to make sure that we fix this issue for these kids, for these young people, and address the root cause of the problem so we don't have the same thing 10 years from now.
Some Democrats say they are open to tougher enforcement short of the U.S.-Mexico border wall favored by the president. But they fear negotiations will drag on and delay congressional action, putting people like Akiko at risk.
We should all be able to dream together and to work hard to where we want to go.
President Trump tweeted that if Congress fails to act, he, in his words, will revisit the issue. Michael Bowman, VOA News, the Capitol.